Now to some breaking news out of Canberra. The Prime Minister will not attend next week's NATO Summit in Washington. Despite having attended the previous two meetings, he will instead send the Deputy Prime Minister, Richard Marles. So let's bring up Cameron Redden in full now in Canberra. Cam, good morning. So why isn't Anthony Albanese heading to the US?
Good to see you again, Pete. Look, this is an interesting decision. Sky News has now confirmed that Anthony Albanese will not be attending to this three-day NATO summit next week. Instead, the Deputy Prime Minister, Richard Marles, will go in his place. That will be confirmed officially through those channels shortly. No formal explanation as to why yet, though. Obviously, last year the Prime Minister was under pressure politically about the extent of overseas travel. Perhaps that played a factor in this. But it will be a major meeting. The 75th anniversary of NATO, this summit, held in Washington, D.C., with a number of leaders, including others from the Pacific. Whoever wins the UK election later this week will be there as well as the new, or potentially still, the UK Prime Minister. The other thing worth noting about this too, being in Washington, that third day of the NATO Summit, July 11, for those watching the diary dates, will be also the day that Donald Trump is due to be sentenced for the most recent trial that he went through. So there'll be a lot happening in the US. But Anthony Albanese won't be going. The opposition a short time ago scathing of this, arguing that Australia needs to attend these sort of summits on the global stage.
Unless Anthony Albanese has a very, very good reason not to be attending the NATO summit, then this is frankly a dereliction of duty by the Prime Minister. The number one responsibility of a government is the national security of the nation.
So we're just awaiting official confirmation of this, Pete, but Sky News understands that Richard Marles will be going in Anthony Albanese's place. One of the big focuses at this meeting will be trying to expedite Ukraine's entry into NATO as a way of preventing further hostility from Russia. But at this stage, Australia will be represented, although it will be by the Deputy Prime Minister, not the Premier.
OK. Cameron Redden with those breaking details. Thank you,